Now say this is looking pretty good in Chrome, but I want to just make absolutely sure that I've typed all my tags right. How would I find out? Well, this is a good time to use the online validator. I'm going to switch back to brackets, select everything by either saying select all or edit select all from the menu, or I can Command A, Control A on Windows to select all, and then or I could physically select it with the mouse. Now I'm going to copy everything. Command C, Control C on Windows. My dog is snoring. Stop snoring. Right next to the microphone. So I'm copying, and now I'm going to go online, open a new tab, and search for new HTML. The top link says ready to check, validator.w3.org. Okay. Now I'm going to pull down the drop down, and instead of checking by address, I'll check by text input and paste the source of my file here and click the check button. I'm looking for no red errors. So it looks like I did a pretty good job. But what if I'd made some common errors? Like I'm going to go back to brackets and make a common error. I'm going to start with making an error of omission. That is, I forgot something, like an ending tag. But then I'm going to progress to one thing that people do all the time when you're marking up headings and paragraphs. So I just forgot my H2 tag. Command A, Control C, go in and repaste, Control A, paste, Control V, check. Now if I scroll down I should get some errors. I do. And the error does not say, unfortunately, missing H2 end tag. That would be nice, but it doesn't. It says element P not allowed as child of element H2 in this context. What does that mean? Well, what it's telling you is it thinks that you're trying to put the P inside the H2. Then it says from line 49. Okay, let's have a look in brackets at line 49. So the problem is this P. So this should say, from the error, it says, you're trying to put a paragraph inside an H2. Well, no, I'm not. But it thinks I am because this H2 is unclosed. So if this H2 is unclosed, it thinks that I am trying to put this P inside, and that is an error. So this is your first foray into HTML errors. Welcome. These errors are not the errors you think you might be getting. Another common error you'll see in this case is end tag for something seen, but there were unclosed elements. Unclosed elements is your clue that you might have, aha, finally, here's the error, unclosed element H2. So sometimes it takes a little bit of detective work to figure out what exactly the error is. In this case, an unclosed element H2. The reason I picked this error to show you is because this is what everybody wants to do when you're first tagging. You feel like, well, this is supposed to be an H2, but either you do this, like it's regular paragraph text, just bigger, right? So you put a P in there. So this is not allowed. The other thing people like to do is the opposite. Like I'm in a paragraph, but I just want this heading for a second to be a little bit bigger than everything else. No, you can't do that either. Brackets is actually getting mad at me here, which is appropriate. You can't put a P inside an H2, you can't put a H2 inside a P. You need to decide one or the other. That's your choice. So this is a common error that people make when you're doing some basic tagging, and this is how to use the validator. Just to see that validator URL again, validator.w3.org. It's in Blackboard also.